Hey Pisces, I'm SJ from Where's My Crystals, and this is our first ever forecast for the month of November. This is for Pisces, all of our sun signs in Pisces, rising signs and moon signs. So please check out your top 3 if they come into the other signs as well. Excuse me, I don't even have a cough. I'm getting signs already. Literally a message from spirit I'm getting is physically just spit it out. Oh gosh, there's something I feel on your mind. Okay, acknowledge that, thank you. But there's something that's been on your mind a lot. I feel like there's a lot of excitement around this reading for me. I'm really excited to see what we're going to uncover. But I'm feeling like there's something that's on the tip of your tongue, it's in your throat, and that's literally what's choking me. It's spirit's giving me a sign. It's spit it out. They're saying spit it out. No one can help you if they don't know what's wrong, so you need to just communicate a little bit more. So you've got the world, you've got the whole world in his hands. Gosh, I'm getting so many messages from you. I've already got that sound. That's mad because I already got that song in my head while I was shuffling, and we have the world card for you. You have the world at your fingertips and you are a divine creator. So tap in and harness this energy, because you can use the water in your sign to manifest whatever you want to, whatever your wildest dreams are. Yeah, amazing, yes. And I feel like balance as well. You find that sometimes it's a bit stressful to balance things, and I'm getting another energy coming in here. I feel like there's a unionship if you're in a relationship, and that means that you have to keep things going along by balancing things to create the harmony. And if that resonates, then please take that. If you're not in a relationship, then that could also be to do with friendships or relationships within your family. So I feel like you're kind of working hard, you've got the toil to keep the balance, but also you don't have to take the weight of everything on your own shoulders. Again, this is bringing back my throat chakra, and if you do feel like that with a particular person or with a particular group of people, then you're well within your right to express that, and you would get a lot of gratitude from those people because people around you love you. And you'd get a lot of gratitude from those people for actually opening up, and I think it would do your connections a lot deeper, and be very helpful for you. There's a potential situation in November that if you don't use your throat chakra and speak up at, you could be creating something from like this tower situation. The tower is a resemblance of something changing, something coming to the trajectory changing of what you thought, and something maybe not being as you thought it was. It could be things coming to a real end to start something new, but it normally does resemble something quite chaotic. So it could almost be like the anguish of a argument or something that I feel could definitely be avoided if you just communicate a little bit easier, a little bit more. We're getting the Hermit card here, so another strong. We're getting a lot of major arcana cards, which is high energy. We're getting the Hermit, which is showing that you have felt quite lost and don't really know where you're going. And I feel like this is to do with, it could be to do with any aspects of your life, but I am getting for a lot of you that this is to do with work. I feel like you're holding someone else responsible for your future, and it's not really fair. You hold your future in your own hands, and look, we've got the World card at the beginning. So the Hermit here is waiting for somebody to show it's like the guidance card, but you don't need the guidance, you can guide yourself. Just follow your heart and listen to your heart. You listen to your mind and you talk yourself out of things so easily, which is never going to get you very far, unfortunately. So we've got the Queen of Cups reversed and the Knight of Cups reversed. So feeling like something is missing at the moment. I feel like the number 2 here, we've got the number 2 of Cups as well. The 2 of Cups can mean some kind of union, some kind of contracts, and it could mean some kind of document is being signed. I'm feeling like here there's a potential, if you keep going, the way that you're going to end up feeling anguish and unhappy. But it's just knowing that you have the power yourself to create the future you want to create, and creating that with somebody else as well, so you don't have to take it all on your own. You can think of what you want to happen and manifest that to happen, and you can ask for help from others, but it doesn't mean there's any weakness there from you. I feel like knowing what your strengths are and somebody else's strengths are, and what your weaknesses are and someone else's weaknesses are in any situation is always going to be helpful, because if you admit what your weaknesses are in a certain situation and what someone else's strengths are, and they balance each other out, and if they come together, it creates a perfect union and can help release blockages for you that you feel like you're not getting anywhere from. I'm just going to go on to the angel cards to help us decipher any more messages from here. We're getting a strong yes, we're getting a success, and we're getting a look for a sign. Look for a sign. The angels are saying, look for a sign. You're asking questions and the angels are giving you signs, but you're not opening your eyes. So be more receptive. And when you ask the angels, when you work with the angels, or when you work with the universe or spirit, whoever you want to ask, they're telling you there's success here and look for a sign. So ask them for a specific sign. Ask them and you will receive. So if you want a sign, ask them for a physical sign. It can be anything, and you'll be surprised how it shows up for you. Let go. Let go of the thought of, I feel like you think it's silly sometimes, like you're here watching this, but you might actually not truly believe it, but you do, but your mind's telling you no. You just need to let go and surrender, because all we're doing here is working with energy, and we're reading energy, and we're all on our soul path, and we're not really in control. So as soon as we surrender to the energy and help to work with raising our vibrations and our frequencies to those that match the things that we want, then the sooner we'll be on that trajectory and be on a much quicker path towards the success that's on its way for us inevitably, because we've got a strong yes and success. Look for a sign. So maybe you're not sure exactly what the success is coming from at the moment. Maybe you absolutely have an idea. Whatever it is, ask the angels and look for a sign. Change is coming. The changes that are coming for you through November, they might be small. There could be a big change on its way, but I think there's going to be a few smaller changes. Change is coming, and the changes are for the better. So even if you want to have resistance with these changes, try and know that it's for the greater good of yourself and everybody else involved. What you're asking about and what you're thinking about during this reading is true. So if there's a situation at hand that you are thinking about, I feel again I'm getting lots of work connections for you in this reading, then yes, what your thoughts are on this situation are true, and absolutely you should trust your instinct and remember, surrender, let go, and go with it. Love heals fear. The power of your love can help bullies and angry people be less afraid. I feel like you can be quite hostile sometimes, not all the time, but you're not very forgiving sometimes of people, and people make mistakes, and let me tell you, you're going to make mistakes as well. So being less forgiving just means that you're actually acting from fear, and that fear comes from a place of either being rejected or not getting what we want in a certain way, or feeling neglected or lonely. And it's funny, they all can either be from childhood or it can be from last week, you know, like it doesn't really have a start point or an end point, but just knowing that love heals fear. And that's not just with yourself, but for others. So if you love and act from a place of an open heart and love, that it's going to heal the fear in you and what you're putting out, but also in those of around you. I feel like you have the healing energy within you, and you can tap into that and help others at no cost to yourself, other than just making sure you set your boundaries and heal yourself as well as others. The moon's telling us to bring love into the situation. So again, love heals fear. I feel like there's a situation that you're thinking of a lot through this, and I can't tell you what the situation is because it'll be independent for all of you who are watching, but love heals fear. So don't be scared of the situation and bring love into the situation. It's mad. It's just, I think, get some rose quartz and do some chakra balancing, opening up the heart chakra to receive and to vibrate at the frequency of unconditional love. Because what that's going to do is it's going to fill you with gratitude for what you already have in your life, fill you with gratitude for what's to come in your life, and also help you see the situation in a much more feeling-based way. Emotions are running high, so don't let emotions run too high for you. You might be feeling emotional. You are a water sign, Pisces. I feel you. I'm a water sign as well. And sometimes things can get a little bit crazy. But emotions can be running high. Remember, that's not just with you, that's with people around you. There's some strong energy this month. And I feel like, let there be release. I feel a bit of sadness in my heart, but just flood that sadness out now. It's time to let it go. And it really is time to just bring that love back into the heart. Just a little simple thing that I find really great is thinking of one thing that you're grateful for. And it could be anything, but I tend to think of something real, you know, something that you're truly, truly grateful for. And then I would think about that thing and direct the energy into your heart. And then while you do that, you think of when you were first ever grateful for that one thing. It might have been a birth, or it might have been you received something from somebody. Why were you grateful at the time to receive that? And feel it into the heart. Then what you're experiencing is the true gratitude of what that meant for you, and bring yourself back to that feeling, which aligns you a lot more. And I feel like I just had to share that with you, and hopefully that will bring some help for you. Also, nothing is yet set in stone, so no matter what you think is happening, nothing's really set in stone. So just going back to this, let go. The big message for you is to let go, relinquish kind of any control over the situation, and bring love in, acting from a place of love. Also, you might find that you need a bit of direction that is within yourself. Once you do this healing that you're finding through these angels, unicorns and the moon, this is telling us to open your heart and that everything is coming to you. When you've done that healing work and you've opened your heart, that's when you're going to be able to find the direction to manifest your wildest dreams, and anything is at your fingertips. Remember, you've got the whole world in your hand. I hope that's resonated for you, Pisces. I'm going to give you the opportunity, if you wish, to ask the crystal a question now. So if you get a question in your mind that has a definitive answer, yes or no, I'll give you a moment to think about that if you want to pause it right now. Okay. And now what we'll do is the pendulum, I'll channel your energy, and the pendulum will swing forward or back or side to side if it's yes, or it'll go round in circles if the answer is no. Please try and think as much of the question into your mind's eye as possible, and we will do that now. Well, that's a very definitive yes for you there, Pisces. I hope that resonates. I've really enjoyed sharing this reading with you, and I hope it's brought some light into the month for you too. If you have enjoyed it, please do share this with your friends by sharing it on social media. Please tag your friends in the comments if you think they'll benefit from having this reading too. And go and check your other signs there as well. We've got all of the signs available on our social media. So if you go and do that for us, the more people we can get this in front of, the more healing, light and love we can bring. It's a challenging time, so please help us do that. Thank you so much, and happy November.